I won't make it easy for you now. You got 2 minutes of my time, and I don't really break too easily, but I'm worth it, 'cause I'll slip into your dreams tonight. Oh, so give me your all. I'll take it to Mars. Oh, I'll stick like glue inside your mind. Oh, so give me your all. I'll take it to Mars. Oh, I'll stick like glue inside your mind.
Just watch me. Just watch me.
I got you wrapped around my finger, but don't you try to call me tomorrow. There's nothing personal in heaven.
What's up, everyone? How are we doing tonight, guys? See you guys in the chat. Maybe Jules, something like that. How you doing, brother? And Syncraftian as well. Hey, what's up, dude? And thanks for the follow, Death Smiles. Are you guys all playing in the next game, aren't you? Hope you're looking forward to it and ready to go. So we're expecting a banger. We're expecting a banger of a game, guys. First, is it first versus eighth? Yeah, boy. Uh-oh. I just opened the wrong program. We good. Oh, they're coming with the big guns. Oh, it's the big man talk already. So, bro, like, how you doing, bro? Thank you for all the help recently as well, mate. Really appreciate that. If you guys don't know, watching, there's Project Cypher is well on its way. Then I will be doing a big announcement on the 1st of September, live on stream. So make sure not to miss that stream, because there's going to be a lot. There's going to be some huge news, some stuff that I'm really excited about. And the next project in the series, you know, last season was Project Black. This season, Project Cypher. It's gonna be so much bigger and better than the one before. So get excited, get ready for it, and be there on the 1st of September in the stream if you want to be the first to hear about what's going on. And thanks for the follow as well, Silka Decatelera. I tried. I think I at least get a participation medal for that one. But anyway, guys, today it's a quarter-final match between Team Excalibur and Clapped eSports here in the IndyGamingLeague Summer Circuit. It's a huge game for these teams. Thanks for the sub, Syncraftian, my guy, my G. How we doing? Thank you so much. You know how much I appreciate that. But it is a big game between Team Excalibur and Clapped eSports. The 1st versus the 8th seed. And before we get underway, we're going to be joined by my new analyst on stream, Ben Plur.
Hey, Rob.
So Ben, what do you make of this game so far? I know we've had a little chat about like the stats and you know what we think of the teams, but what are your thoughts going into, you know, this quarterfinal game? It's clearly two talented teams, 1st and 8th place. Team Excalibur, though, of course, with an immaculate record so far. But what are your thoughts going into this?
Well, yeah, as you said, there's two really strong teams coming into this. Like, it's 7-0 versus 5-2. But then again, if you look at, they are coming in Excalibur as number 1 seed, so I suppose they'd sort of have to be the favourites. But it's gonna be anyone's game. Like all the we're at the quarterfinals now. Like it's like there's only strong teams left at this point. So
they're looking for the Rocket League pitch. No, but definitely for sure. I think once you get to the stage in IGL, you know, you get to the quarterfinals. Most of the teams that aren't up to the standard are already out, and you know the way it is with IGL as well. You know, we were talking about earlier where you have like these big groups, and the top 16 go through, but you don't know who plays who. So you could have 1st place and they go 6-0. They look like a really strong team, but then it turns out they played like 20th to 26th in their games, while you have some other teams that could be like 11th or 12th, but they played the entire top 6. And so that's definitely going to create like these underdog stories that you do see here in IGL.
Yeah, well, especially it's the fact that Clapped, they've only lost 2 series all season, and both of those were 3-2. So there's like they've never been pushed out of the series yet, like convincingly. Like they've taken everything at least to game 5, or they've won earlier. So they're like, there's definitely a possibility here going in for them.
Yeah, I think that's an important thing that you mentioned as well. Something that we often overlook, you know, going into these games is you might see a team that's 7-0 and go, okay, that's fantastic. And then you see a team that's 5-2 and you think maybe a little less of them. You think, okay, they've lost 2 series. It doesn't look that good for them. They might be the underdog here. They don't have that clean record. But when you consider the fact that they've gone 3-2 in both those series that they lost, it shows that they are not an easy team to beat. Doesn't matter who you are. And so do you have some predictions for tonight?
I Having said like Clapter looking strong coming into this, I do think that I'll have to side with the number 1 seed in this game, Team Excalibur. Like I don't have the stats up. Like I think in particular, like I think Bobley with his he's got 1.39 assists per game, which is absolutely incredible. Like that's far higher than anyone else on the pitch here. So I know I see Excalibur taking it maybe 3-1.
Excalibur to take it 3-1, and we do have the stats there. Team Excalibur, they are scoring 3 goals a game, 2.35 saves a game, and 2.15 assists per game, and those are the stats of typically a strong team. And and you mentioned Bobley with those assists, and I'm quite jealous of that. I can tend to consider myself a little bit of like a playmaker, but when I compare my stats to his,
3-9 years.
That's a lot.
I mean, of course, the eyes drawn to the 1.43 goals on Nitro Feint as well. Like that's I both teams have got like a pretty similar like distribution on the stats. Like both of them have one player scoring like the bulk of the goals at just under 1.5 per game, and the other player's falling behind, but with like more assists and saves and such. But no, I think these teams should match up pretty nicely.
Yeah, from my point of view, it seems Clapped Esports have a more equal distribution of the stats across the players, whereas Team Excalibur seem to have a couple of extremely strong players that kind of get things going. Do you think that could cause some problems there for them against Clapped Esports?
It could definitely do so, especially because, yeah, as you said, like Clapter, they're no pushovers. They've been scoring 2.88 goals per game. Like they themselves are looking quite prolific, and yeah, I think this could go like. As I still think Excalibur could take it, but yeah, there's definitely if you can capitalize on some of those errors, maybe on Clap, like there's definite chances there for them.
Yeah, I think it's just a matter of the fact that we're in the quarterfinals, as you mentioned before. It can be very close at this stage because all of the teams that can't really play at the level are already out, and any team really that comes in on that day, it really comes down to who is going to be the most composed, who's the most calm, and who can really sort of get it going and get that vibe, and you see often, even in like RLCS, you see some really big teams when they're not on their day, they can lose to almost anyone in that same competition, even if they're a much lower ranked team, and I think here Team Excalibur definitely got their work cut out for them.
Well, yeah, precisely. Like well, clearly it's like it's a straight elimination in the knockouts. Like it's just sort of down to what happens on the day. Like you can, with this sort of format, you're bound to like there will be upsets. But I'm sort of edging that. I personally don't think that there will be in this game, but I definitely think Clap do have a very solid chance though.
So that's our thoughts on the game and how that's going to pan out. But how about who do you think comes out on top when it comes to profile picks?
Profile picks. Look at the. Oh, it has to be
Clapped Esports.
It has to be Clapped.
Well, let's have a look at Team Excalibur. They're missing 2 profile pictures.
Yeah, exactly. Like, how can they have the best pictures? They're missing 2 of them. Like, Clapped have gone to like the full effort on all their players. Like.
Do you think this nonchalance from Team Excalibur is maybe the thing that keeps them going? That they just don't take themselves too seriously?
Yeah. There's the fact that teams come in against and see that 2 other people haven't gone to the bother of putting a picture on their profile and think, oh, maybe they're not taking things too seriously or whatever. No, I definitely think Clap take it on the profile pictures for me, certainly.
Claps definitely for me as well. Take it on the profile pictures. So of course, after the game, normally I give my MVP, my sort of MVP of the series. But this time, given that we've got Ben Plo with us and as our analyst, he will be taking some sharp notes of the players, and he will be dishing out that MVP of the series this time. Because I tend to just give it out based on whoever got me the most hyped, whereas Ben Plo might actually be able to tell who's playing the best.
Yeah, we can hope.
We can hope. So right now we are just waiting for... I think it's which team? Team Excalibur. We're still waiting to join the lobby. We've got Clapped Esports in here. They're all ready to go. We've got Jules, Syncraftian, and Death Smiles, but still waiting for Team Excalibur. Just waiting for Bobley, Nitro, and Zodiac to join the lobby. And as soon as they do, we will be able to get underway. It is 7:45, and look who's on time. I think I need to cast with you more often, Benblood, because it clearly
Yeah,
helped my time management.
We're 5 minutes early. What's going on here?
Yeah, we're actually so early. We've now run out of things to talk about the teams because we haven't watched them enough to actually be able to talk about what they're gonna do.
Yeah, it's it's odd. You they've probably seen your streams before and thought, oh, we'll just turn up at 10 to it, be fine.
That's probably true. I think I may have set like a bad image or going forward into IGL. You know, showing up 5 minutes late. People think, we just show up when we want to show up. He's gonna be late anyway.
Yeah.
But
we've got some topics in the chat to talk about. Deathsmell's trains and stuff.
Bobley the Enabler. So definitely Sir Broklots wants us to watch out for him. Shameful. We talk about trade and stuff.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Maybe Jules is always
Yeah,
ready to clap some cheeks.
Yes, Megalith has been playing a lot in the Zippy lately. He's got a big fan. He's got like his crab topper and his and everything. Like he's lethal in that Zippy.
Wait, who's lethal in a Zippy? No one's lethal in a Zippy.
No, Smeggles mains the Zippy.
That's true. With that stupid crab on top of his car, I can't take him seriously. It doesn't matter how many games we win. I still like get nervous playing with him just because of his car choice. Zippy propaganda.
The crab's what makes it. The crab is what makes it.
I don't know how anyone can play with a topper. Last season when we played in the IGL summer circuit, no, spring circuit. Summer circuit is this circuit. I'm already thinking about fall. No, never mind. But last season we played the spring circuit. We said to Mesmerized, if we manage to win one game this season, one series, you have to take the topper off because he's got that backwards hat on that says nice shot. And he agreed, but we didn't win a single series. So he still to this day plays with this goddamn topper. And I can't take anyone seriously with a topper.
Yeah, I think Brooklyn saying his first main was the Gizmo and his drop shot. Yeah, I started off with the who's the hot shot? I think the one with like the big holes in the sides of it, like the really weird one. And I have that one. Like I do run a Tiara topper on blue, but yeah, I'm with you. I'm not a big fan of the toppers. For myself, anyway. I do respect the crab though, of course.
I mean, I've got a couple of meme cars that I use sometimes, you know, just to mix things up. But I really do play worse. It might just be placebo, but I play so much worse when I have something on my car.
Garib best car.
I'm still waiting for Team Excalibur.
I'm not sure I can push myself that far, Death Smiles. The Scarab best car.
To be honest, I was playing with a friend of mine who was previously like 17 to 1800 player, and we were playing some 3v3s. I was playing with a 937 Noah, and he decided that it would be a good time to jump into the Scarab. And you know what? When you get an 1800 player in a Scarab, they still can't carry you in C2. They still can't carry you in C2. All right, I'm going to check in with Team Excalibur just to see where they are.
Can I change my prediction to a 3-0 forfeit win for Clapped eSports?
Is it possible that I messed something up? No, I definitely. We good. We ready to go, I think. To hit the ball, you must become the ball. Scarab is too powerful. That's true. The Scarab literally is just a small ball.
No, I have hope.
I think your microphone just cut out a little bit there, Ben Player. I think it happens sometimes. I think it's just the Discord playing up. But anyway, waiting still for Team Excalibur. Would like to get the game started soon. We were so good on our timekeeping. Shameful. You already said that. I think your mic is still cut out, Bempler. Just by the way. The old Discord doing you dirty, or maybe a mute button on your headset or something. Okay, briefly heard you. I still don't quite hear you. Oh, now it's back. Now it's back. Ben, what's your bedtime? I hope it's the same as mine. OBS is killing my laptop, I think, he says. It could be very much so. Why are there 9 people in the lobby? 9 people in the lobby? Should be 7. They said they're just specking, did they? I just had to check that they agreed with the other team.
I can.
Oh man, I think your microphone is really having a bad time, Benpler. Because it keeps cutting out. We can't quite hear what you're saying.
So weird. This was working absolutely fine earlier. I'll have a look.
Alright, but anyway, the teams are ready to go. So we will catch up with Benpler after the game, and he will come back with the accurate analytics of this series. And it is Team Excalibur versus Clapped eSports here in the quarterfinals of the IndyGamingLeague Summer Circuit. It's game number 1, and it's Sin who gets that ball out wide. And we are missing some information here. Nitro Fate now with the shot. And for some reason, the players' names have all changed to numbers, and I'm not sure why. What's going on? I don't even have backers mod open. It's Zodiac with the challenge there. Does anyone know why I'm only seeing numbers for the players? I can't cast like this. 6 takes the pass over to 7. He takes the shot. Number 2 coming along, gets that wide. And it is number 2 for Team Excalibur. Getting it to the corner, gets it up. It goes to number 1. But you only can manage the demo on Sin. And I do believe number 1 is Lawyers. Nitro Bay with the shots. 1-0 in the first minute here for Team Excalibur in game number 1. Can I, like, leave the lobby and join back really quickly, and then it will just be fine? Uh-oh. I expected it to have the right details here. All right, guys, come on. Let's hope that it works. All right, we're back in, and we do have player names. It's all sorted, and it's still 1-0, so we didn't miss the most important thing. Nitro Fate now from the back as the third man. Tries to get a touch, but it's Death Smiles is going to cut it out. Gets it to the back, but looks for that double tap. It's now Jules. Gets it wide to that corner. Nitro Fate underneath will get it away. And now it's Sin trying to follow up and get a touch there, but it's Loy on the counter attack. And it's a good pass middle. It's Nitro Fate, but he can't put it in the back of there. Zodiac gets it low in that bottom right corner. And Team Excalibur, the team with the perfect record, are doing ever so well here in game number 1. It's 2-0. Clapped eSports, not the start they would have wanted here. Not even 2 minutes gone, and they are 2 goals down. Nitro Fate up against Death Smiles there. Death Smiles losing out on that challenge as Nitro Fate trying to get it away again. Jules trying to get something into the center. Now it's Death Smiles with the follow. Will get that into the middle, but no one there to follow. Sin tries to put the pressure on. It's Loy who can get it away and escape from the danger. So now Loy with the shot. That one's going wide, but it did have some venom on that. Jules flat-footed on the net. No chance had that been on target. And that goes to the backboard. And Zodiac comes in, challenged by Death Smiles. Good challenge by him, but no one to follow up. And the pressure just not looking good enough here for Clapped eSports. Decimal trying to take it out wide now. Gets it in off the wall. Sin trying to get in the way of that one. It ends up being Jules who has to make a save right in front of the post there. Now it's Decimals with the touch. Gets the shot on target. Nitrofane gets it out wide. Sin with the shot here. Loy comes across. He will get a touch. An important one. Jules now with an attack of his own. Manages to beat two. It's Nitrofane on the net, but Decimals, he makes it 2-1. And that lead cut into half here. Collapse eSports get a goal back. Thanks for the follow, TXR. What's up, my G? Death Smiles from the wall here. Gets the touch. That goes to the ceiling. Jules with the follow. That goes to the backboard. A big bump from Death Smiles there. But it won't be enough as no one's able to take the shot. Death Smiles rotating same side. Sin maybe a little confused by his teammates' movement there. Nitrofane trying to get something on and get it centered. Loy manages to follow. Death Smiles gets beaten. Jules is beaten as well. But Death Smiles with the recovery will get it out wide. And he keeps following. This time taking it away from his teammate Sin, who had a straight line to that ball. And Clapped Esports got to be careful here. The comms just seem like they're dropping a little bit here in game one. Decimals trying to follow up. Will get the bump on Nitrofane and allows Sin an opportunity there, but Zodiac does get it away. Gets it wide. No danger here for Team Excalibur, but a great challenge by Jules. That looked dangerous for a moment, but Nitrofane managed to get something on it. And it's over to Zodiac. He looks for the shot low, blocked by Sin. Jules now with the touch and the bounce dribble. The pass over to Sin. The pass back to Jules, but a little too tight to him, and he couldn't direct that one as the ball went straight up. And now it's Team Excalibur getting it out from the back. Nitrofane following this ball to the corner. Decimals will get it wide. And the demo coming from Decimals there on Nitrofane. Just trying to relieve that pressure. Thank you for the follow, Legend Zero. Nitrofane getting it wide. Now it's Loy with the follow. Gets it underneath Jules, and it is all Loy at the moment. He's got his teammates with him. Nitrofane's there. Gets it to the post. Ever so close. And now it's Loy with the shot. That's going to go all the way over to the wall. Nitrofane down behind this one. Decimals trying to get something on it to force it into the middle. And a huge midfield battle here. The ball getting knocked back and forth, but it's Loy now with a shot. Blocked by Sin. Guys, you know that I also cast RLCS, but Nitrofane with the shot. And it is Nitrofane who makes it 3-1. A 2-goal lead for Team Excalibur in game number one, and that will be all she wrote for game one. As soon as this ball comes down, but Loy tries to get another touch. That's coming down, and Team Excalibur, they can secure a win here in game number one. Team Excalibur gonna be happy with the way they got started here. 3-1, and a very convincing first half from them. It is Nitrofane who picks up the MVP there. 591 points, 2 goals from 4 shots, a 50% conversion rate for him. He also added an assist and 3 saves, so incredible input by Nitrofane, and very important that he made it happen here in game number one. And game number one, always important to set the tone for the rest of the series. Clapped Esports now on the back foot. Only 1 goal from them. They did manage 7 shots, and that's only 2 less than Team Excalibur. So overall, a very closely tied up game. Team Excalibur just coming out on top when it came to finishing. And actually, guys, if you're interested in knowing more about the RLCS casting, it's the Rocket Benelux, the organization of which I cast through. They are still signing the legal agreements for the rights to broadcast RLCS. And as soon as that's all over the line, well, then I'll be doing RLCS as well. It is Game number 2 here. Zodiac with the catch and the dribble. Decimals with a very tidy little touch there in the midfield. Tries to force that one through Nitro Fate. Maybe went with that play a little too quickly. Could have maybe had some options alongside him. Nitro Fate managed to get a touch, get it wide. It's Sin now with a touch through the midfield. Zodiac trying to get in the way. Loy now with the challenge. That goes to the wall. And Decimals takes over, gets that to the corner. Nitro Fate with a good flick in defense. And that's going to prove crucial here as they try to set up a passing play. Zodiac with the shot denied by Sin. Now Jules trying to follow this one out, gets a good touch but blocked by Loy. That's going to come back across, and now it's Decimals who has to take his time here under pressure from Nitro Fate. A bit of a heavy touch, and that fell perfectly into the middle. It's on target, and Zodiac gifted a goal there. And a mistake there from Clapped eSports. Decimals takes a heavy touch on the wall, puts it in the middle for his opponent, and Zodiac says, I'm having a crack. And have a crack he did. And thank you, Cookies, for the 11 bits, my man. Oh, and this is bouncing on the crossbar and on the line. They have dodged a bullet there. Sin manages to get it away. That's a huge clear with the pinch. Loy now. A touch from him to get that wide. It's Death Smile still on the attack, providing the pressure from Clapped eSports, and the number 8 seed here, 1-0 down in game number 2, and they are 1 down in the series as well. Team Excalibur, that team with that perfect record we've spoken about, they are still looking strong, but Clapped eSports still asking some questions of their defense, and if they can keep it up, they will be able to come back into the series. Zodiac now with the shot from midfield. That's going very, very wide, and Jules is able to get that one clear, but only as far as Loy, who can try and get it played up to Nitro Fate. Nitro Fate taking a great touch. Decimals now the only one back on net. Nitro Fate does have a teammate in support. Doesn't manage to complete a pass there. Zodiac comes in to try to get a shot away, but that is going to be blocked by Sin, who gets rewarded the save. And Jules, they're not making the most of that possession high up the field on the counter. Clapped eSports just not quite looking as composed as they could be. Zodiac taking a touch there. It may have been going in, but it looked like he tried to take it away from his opponent. It could have been a good touch, as I don't think it would have gone in anyway. But the shot from Sin from out of nowhere. 1-1. Decimals pings this one up to the ceiling, and Sin comes through hella quick. And that's a tough shot to stop, and a great shot by Sin. It's 1-1. And Clapped eSports are doing just fine. I don't know why they're letting a man with pudding all over his face cast RLCS. Well, because the pudding tastes really good. Sin with the shot blocked by Zodiac. That's going all the way across to Loy. Jules is there, gets the touch, but that falls to Nitro Fate. And it is a back and forth here. No one really getting a meaningful touch on the ball, and not really finding their teammates, but it is a flick from Sin. Loy takes over now as Jules takes a good touch, but Loy gets in the way again. Zodiac now at the back, has to deal with that ball that was going on target. Jules now with the shot, gets it just wide of the net. Now Loy gets it over one. He's got Jules to beat as well, but he does manage to do so. But there, the infield pass was an option. Instead, forced it down the wing. Decimals from the corner. Nitro Fate coming across. It is Zodiac and picks up possession in defense. Sin to the backboard. Looks for the follow. Looks for the double tap. It's on the post. And cleared away by Loy. And now Decimals again looking for the flip reset. He does get it. He uses the boost. Tries to keep up with it, but his flip did not work out. And it's Jules that looks dangerous as it bounced over Zodiac, but he gets the bump on Jules to prevent the shot. And now Sin following up from the wall. That's going to go close to target. Loy managed to get it away. It's Zodiac now with the clear, but he misses. Nitro Fate does have a bit of time and space to take this up the wall. Jules missing here. And he does get that infield pass to Loy. Loy with the shot. Decimals gets in the way now. 1 minute, 7 seconds left on the clock. And it is 1-1. All the ones. Decimals underneath the ball here, looking to get a pass to Sin. Nitro Fate getting in the way. Loy with a huge 50 there. That could work out well for Team Excalibur. It's Jules high up there defending his backboard, but it's Nitro Fate. We're on the pressure with Sin. Sin gets it away. Loy only just back in time for that one. And now it's Decimals with the follow. He can only get it straight down, but Jules is following up. Doesn't fancy it. Oh, but neither did Team Excalibur. They both miss. the ball, and I don't really understand it. There was not a lot of pressure here. Zodiac, I think one of them got bumped. I think maybe both of them got bumped. And that's a huge goal for Clapped Esports. They are 2-1 up, and there is not a lot of time left here in game number 1. Nitro Feint with the shot, looking to tie it up late into the game. It would have been really important there for Team Excalibur, looking to get that second win in a row. And now Loy, following from the wall, gets it to the middle for Zodiac. Jules with the shot over the top. Decimals is there. It's Nitro Feint managing to get that one off his own crossbar to make the save. Sin with the pass to his teammate. That was looking dangerous from Jules. And it's Loy with potentially the last attack of the game. Goes for the shot from the wall. That's very close to the crossbar. But Decimals gets it away. Zodiac comes back up. Can't get a touch. Loy will keep it alive. That goes on the wall. Decimals tries to get it down, but it's not over yet. Nitro Feint with the follow. And that is going to be GG and Clapped Esports. They get a game back. It is now 1-1 in the series. And it is Decimals who picks up that MVP. He gets a goal from 2 shots, a 50% shooting ratio for him. 1 assist and 2 saves to add to that as well. Sin contributing a goal from 4 shots, a 25% shooting ratio from him. He also adds 2 saves to the mix. Jules getting in there, making 3 shots, but also providing a lot of cover at the back. Will I be casting in English or Dutch? Well, if it's RLCS and the grid, it will most likely be Dutch. For anything else, it's going to be English. I just realized I couldn't see a lot of the chat, and Fatal Dog said we're 7th because of goal difference, but we're top goal scorers so far. So you must have also conceded quite a few. This is a BO5. For I see in the chat they're asking, in the in-game chat they're asking if it's BO5 or BO7. It's BO5. And Team Excalibur just not able to make it click here in game number 2. They looked incredibly strong in game 1. Clapped Esports, we talked about it earlier with Ben Plurt. They haven't lost a series without putting up a fight. Both their losses went to game 5. It was a 3-2 result. And it is game number 3 now. Team Excalibur, Clapped Esports. And this game gonna prove to be very important in the series, as the team that will take it will go on to match point. And it's good from Zodiac from the kickoff. It's Loy with the follow. Can't get it on target. He really had to there. Nitro Feint trying to go up to catch this. Jules and Sin on the backboard. And a little bit of chaos here in the opening moments of game number 3. Loy coming across, gets a touch. Decimals there from the wall. Nitro Feint forced into action. And it's Zodiac who will be on the receiving end of that pass. Gets it down the wing. Loy now getting a touch in there as well. Decimals now trying to get that ball across, looking for the attack. It does get it centered, but it's Zodiac who reacts first. Sin gets him in a block. Nitro Feint coming back a little close to the play, but it works out, gets the touch. It did look a little dangerous there, Clapped Esports. Good attack from them, following the chaos right from the kickoff. Thank you for the follow, Death Penguin 76 and Fayham as well. How's it going, guys? How you guys doing? And now Loy trying to take his time, takes this one up the wall. He could have maybe been a little bit more creative that one, maybe rushed the play a little bit, forced it a bit too much. He had both his teammates up alongside him, could have looked for the infield pass. It is going to be moments like that, but prove crucial in these series. Excalibur coming fairly close. Loy now with the touch. That's going to fall to Nitro Feint. Decimals gets a touch in. Gets that to the corner. Decimals with another touch over his opponent to get it the back pass to Sin. But Zodiac provides the pressure. And that's actually on target. Jules reacting very, very well. 1,000 followers cast a game in German. I'm not sure if I can do that. And thanks for the follow as well, Infix Snowog. Jules now with the follow. Nitro Feint gets it clear. Sin on the wall here. Gets a touch, and that will go back to Decimals. Loy with the shot ever so close. That goes to the post. And now it's Zodiac who tries to get this one centered. That's going to the backboard. Sin is up. Decimals wants to jump for it, though. And that will fall out to Jules, but he misses the ball, and that could cause some problems. And Nitro Feint gets a very good infield pass. But neither Zodiac nor Loy fancy that attack. And just stayed back. Decibel's getting that to the backboard. Now Nitrate looks to get it out wide. Jules coming in with the dunk, trying to keep the pressure on. It's Decibel's now in possession. Lloyd coming up, getting it downfield. Sin can take a touch. And Nitro Feint will take over possession. And this game still 0-0 here. Over half the game gone. And hard to really say which team's looking better. Both teams have had their dangerous moments, and a dangerous moment there coming from the shot from Jules just off the post. The clock is ticking down, and neither of the teams finding a way through. No, Tom. You stay, and you give me some of the KFC. What I would do for a Chinese right now. A little Chinese takeaway to sort me right out. Jules now with the follow. Looks for the shot. Oh, and Lois! Oh! What happened to him? He was reading the newspaper or something. Nitro Rates turned back to go back post, and Loy, I'm not sure what day of the week he thought it was, but he's got caught out there. And Collapse Esports take the lead, and not the way we expected it to go after such a tightly contested game so far. And the demo by Jules on Lloyd, that almost created a lot of havoc in the back, but Zodiac does very well to stay calm and composed. Decimal's challenge won't be enough. Nitro with the shot. What a save from Sin. Keeps them in the lead here, Collapse Esports. And this, if they can keep this lead, they will go 2-1 up in the series after dropping game number 1. Jules looks at the shot, but misses. And really, that was an opportunity that was begging for him to get something on it. And thank you for the follow, Overload Bees. What's up, my G? Loy coming up behind Zodiac. Nitro Fate will get that away. Sin now with the shot. He keeps it low. And he managed to beat one. It's now Jules looking for that infield pass. Sin rotating away. Maybe going to turn back in a little earlier, but always hard to see those. You got to call them early. Decimals from the wall. Nitro Fate gets in the way. Team Excalibur really need to push forward and get the pressure, and this could be an opportunity as Sin alone on net. Decimals recovering. Nitro Fate with the slow play. Looks to get it over Sin, but Sin not going to get beaten that easily. Decimals with the follow. He gets that out to the wall. And now he will go for a slow play of his own. Gets a big flick high. Forces the double commit from Loy and Nitro Fate. Jules' touch. That takes it out wide. It actually invites pressure from Zodiac. Sin with taking his time, managing to get a very good challenge in. Decimal's now trying to play that one through the center. Sin with the follow. Decimal's waiting on that wall. Just misses out on that ball. Nitro Fate getting a touch though. Puts it towards the backboard. Really good cover by Jules. And it's Sin with the clear. It could be on target. It's going just to the backboard. Nitro Fate trying to get it away. Sin still with the pressure. He gets that out to Decimal. Decimal to the corner. 5 seconds left on the clock, and they look for a goal number 2. But this looks like it's surely Collapse Esports game. Loy now going up, missing. Jules missing as well. And Collapse Esports, they clapped here in game number 3. And they do make it 2-1 in the series. And they go on to match point. Overload B says, this commentator is amazing. Why isn't this caster casting RLCSX? I will be casting RLCSX, actually. And thank you for following Raynax9. My gangster, what are we doing? How are we doing out here, boys? What are we thinking? What are the predictions? We're going into game number 4 now. Collapse Esports, they lost game 1, but Team Excalibur, they couldn't keep the momentum going in game 2 and 3. And it is Collapse Esports up in the lead. Lemon VRL says, easy wins for Collapse. Aiden Overload B's also backing Clap. 3-1 to Clap. Death Penguin says, a lot of support for Clapped here. And it is Decimals and Sin. They go up early, trying to get that pressure on Nitro Fate. A pretty easy save for him. Now it's Loy. Gets that to the backboard. Nitro Fate with the shot. Oh, wide open. Wide open. And Loy gets a very good little pass to Nitro Fate. Sin, nothing he could do about that. And Team Excalibur, this is what they've been missing. That killer instinct. And it is 1-0 with 4 minutes, 42 seconds left on the clock. Team Excalibur, they're in the lead. Zodiac getting a touch. He gets that to the wide. Nitro Fate now trying to come in. Decimals trying to get that one away, but he misses, and there's still a bit of pressure here. Great back pass by Nitro Fate. pinpoint accuracy to his teammate Loy, who gets a very well worked shot away at net. But it won't be the 2-0. They won't double their lead just yet, Team Excalibur, but they are looking very strong in the opening minute here of game number 4. Sin with the touch gets that downfield to the backboard. Zodiac will take the touch. Looks... But it is Death Smiles who keeps the pressure on. Nitro Fate now with the follow. He gets that through the midfield. Jules with a huge touch. Looks for the double tap. He can't complete it. Decimal's caught on the ball. Sin will get it away. It's now Loy with a slow play, but he gets dunked by Sin as he comes down on that ball, and it's Decimals with the shot. The tap on Jules is there. It's 1-1. And a little bit of magic from Clapped eSports here. Fantastic challenge by Decimals. And this cheeky little touch just made sure that Jules could send it home. 1-1. And a great play by Clapped eSports, definitely deserving a goal here, especially after soaking up a lot of pressure from Team Excalibur. Team Excalibur, of course, let's not forget they are the #1 seed, currently undefeated in the summer circuit. And always a shame when you go undefeated into the knockouts, and now it's Sin who makes it 2-1. And it has not taken long for Clapped eSports to come right into this after going 1-0 down. Sin now getting a second goal for Clapped eSports. And very rude of him to interrupt me, really, because I was just talking about how here at IGL it can always be so disappointing. You can be on a perfect record, but it only takes one loss in the knockouts to go and get sent home. Zodiac now with the touch, and Death Smiles will recover it in the air. Jules coming back same side, a little bit awkward. Nitro Fang trying to get that in the middle. Sin trying to follow this out now. Zodiac with a very good challenge. Clearly plenty of quality on Team Excalibur. But Clapped eSports really playing like they want it here. At times not looking like the better team. They're definitely not the better team on paper. 5-2. But of course, as we mentioned earlier, their 2 losses came in a game 5 in both those series. Death Smiles now with the defense. Jules with the follow. Gets the touch over Loy. It's on target. It's 3-1. And it's not looking good for Team Excalibur. They are now 2 goals down. Clapped eSports managed to double their lead. And it is 3-1. Clapped eSports. They are on their way to completely breaking the hearts of Team Excalibur here. They've gone into this game 7-0. The #1 seed in their division. Clapped eSports the 8. And they are really showing how important it is to just show up on the day. And you can tell by the way that Clapped are playing, they really do fight for the ball. They want it so badly. Nitro Fate with a good touch into the middle. No one really following it. This is the problem for Team Excalibur. They are just dropping the pressure too often. Nitro Fate very capable of playing those infield passes and creating problems for Clapped eSports, but rarely is there a decent shot at net that follows. Nitro Fate coming across, getting it out wide to Loy. Loy from the ceiling. It could be something special. And they do need something special, Team Excalibur. Still 3-1 down, 2 goals in it. Smiles with the flick to the backboard. Sin with the follow. Loy gets it out wide. Nitro with the follow here. This should be it for Team Excalibur. They should be getting one back. Loy gets the finish. And it is 3-2. Only 1 goal between the teams now. And plenty of time for anything to happen. 1 minute and 42 seconds left. And that's 1 minute and 42 seconds left that Team Excalibur need to use to get right back into this series if they want to take it to game 5. Loy with the shot. Decimals with a huge save. It was a good power on it. Zodiac with a dunk, saved again by Sin. This time, Nitro Faint following up in the pressure, looking better from Team Excalibur. They're turning it a bit quicker. They seem to be there to support their teammates, but it's a great clear by Decimal. Zodiac reads it very well, though. Gets the shot away. It's soft, but Sin can make the save. Now, Sin trying to follow this one up. Doesn't get the touch in the end. It will fall for Jules. Nitro Faint coming back same side. Turns back a little awkwardly. Loy, though, will take control of the ball. Nitro Faint again with another touch. Decimal's there. Getting caught up on the wall. Sin now trying to keep the ball close, but he completely whiffs, and now he's out of the play. Lloyd with the touch. Desmals comes across and he is smiling in the face of Team Excalibur at the moment. 3-2 up. But it is definitely sweaty here for Clapped eSports. Only one goal separating the two teams. Lloyd taking over in defense. Oh, he gets it over one. He's got Desmals to beat with a huge 50. Wow, look at that. Jules with the touch to the wall. Zodiac now winning the ball back. Nitrophane getting in a challenge against Sin. 30 seconds left. It all matters now. Desmals with the clear from the wall. Nitrophane with the shots. Ever so close. That's the crossbar. Time is running out here for Team Excalibur. Sin going down the wing. Looking to get another goal here for Clapped eSports. But it's Nitrophane in defense. He looks to get another touch into the center. He's got two mates alongside him. He needs to make it happen now or never. But the pass is weak. Lloyd can't take control. And there's no time left. They've just got to keep the ball up. But it comes crashing down. And Team Excalibur go crashing out of the IndyGamingLeague Summer Circuit. 3-1 for Clapped eSports, and no one saw that coming. They win game number 4, 3-2. Desmals picking up MVP in this game. 370 points, gets 2 assists, 2 saves, and 2 shots. And Team Excalibur, they are going to be feeling a little sorry for themselves. They've done ever so well to get to this stage of the tournament, to get into the quarterfinals, and Benpler mentioned it earlier. Always, when you get to this stage, that every team is capable to compete for the #1 spot. And Clapped eSports proving that here as the 8th seed up against the 1st seed, winning 3-2 in game number 4 to win the series 3-1. And we will cut back to the studio, and I will be joined by Benpler this time, I think, without the camera, because his laptop did a dead dying thing, and now we don't have his laptop webcam. So it will be just me, but we will be joined by the lovely voice of Benpler. So Ben, what do you think went wrong there for Team Excalibur?
Well, I must confess, I did only see game 4. I can't comment for the first 3 games, but in game 4, like I was really impressed by Clapped eSports and how they played there. Especially like on defense, they were so well drilled, and they didn't leave many gaps. Like clearly they conceded 2 goals, but like beyond that, there were very minimal chances offered up to Excalibur. Mm-hmm. But no, I think honestly, I think the main difference in that last game was I think Death Smiles put on some great centers on the attack, and Jules scored off 2 of them, but a lot of their attacking play came through him, and I think he put on a lot of great work in that final game.
Yeah, I want to talk about Nitro Feint there in the last game as well. There were some moments where he looked like he was making some really good plays, but I felt like he just didn't have the support at times, and I feel like the pressure was kind of lacking from Team Excalibur. Like they looked like they were creating some good counters, some good opportunities, but then it kind of would just fall apart. What do you think about that?
Yeah, Nitro Feint had a really good game, and he's like, well, in like on an individual level, but it's you sort of wonder, like, is it maybe there's some sort of coordination problems there, like maybe he's like trying to do too much in a sense, because he was going for a lot of like individual plays, and like he was going for like passes and stuff, but there was some level of coordination lacking. I feel like if that was maybe there another day, like maybe that could have gone backwards. But yeah, Nitro Feint did he set up a lot of great chances in that last game, and clearly he scored 1 goal and basically put another open net up for the second. But yeah, there were a lot of great plays on the transition especially. Yeah, I'm with you. Maybe a little bit more support, a bit closer packing in the rotation. I mean, it's a bit tighter, a bit faster, and maybe they could have come to more.
Yeah, for sure. I got the feeling that they got that first win, and then maybe they got a little complacent and they got a little too confident, and that's what it looked like in game 2. In Clapped eSports, they came back hard, and the one thing that I noticed with Clapped is that they were really fighting for the game. Like they were there, they were just getting in. They were getting in the scuffed challenges and the scuffed little touches, just anything to sort of upset their opponent. And I felt like Team Excalibur, they just looked a little more passive and a little bit like they didn't want the game. Like it looked like their motivation had kind of switched off, especially there in game 4. Like they looked a little lackluster, and I think in the last 30 seconds, I didn't feel like they had a chance of getting an equalizer.
Yeah, I'd agree. I think that points to the strengths, I think, of Claps, especially in Game 4. From what I saw, they look very quick around the midfield, and they were outpacing Excalibur to most of the free balls. Like maybe to a spacing issue on Excalibur's side, but they just looked like they were more in the game in that final game of the series, and yeah, they definitely came away as deserving winners.
Yeah, for sure. I think that Claps eSports, they came into this game with maybe a little less expectation to win, and maybe that also helps them, being on a 5-2 in their 8th seed, and all they can say to themselves is like, well, let's just play our game, Whereas I think that Team Excalibur really had something to prove. They are the team with that perfect record, and I think that can sometimes weigh down on the players. I know it does for me as well. As soon as I put too much expectation on myself, I make myself nervous for no reason, and I think that happens a lot here in IGL. It's always tough to play in a knockout. I know that in the playoffs, for example, in the group stage, you have a little less pressure because there's more games. But when it's the knockouts, that you lose this series, you're done, and that's where I think the teams can really fall apart.
Yeah, and you've got to like you were saying before about they took the first game. You've got to I'm not saying it happened here, but it's another thing to mention, especially when I play. Is if you've got to have you've got to think that your opponents are the right level. Like you don't want to win game 1 and think, oh, this is going to be easy, we're going to switch off. But you also don't want to think, oh, this is impossible, what's the point in trying? You've got to sort of strike the right balance between those two mindsets when you're playing. And
I think it's very difficult, isn't it?
Yeah, you got to strike that sort of balance.
Yeah, like balancing intensity with calmness. Where on that scale are you supposed to be? And I know that it's too easy to be too calm, and it's too easy to get too intense. But of course, you said you missed a couple of the games, so I'm going to tell you who I thought the MVPs were in each game. So I think game 1, I had to give it to Nitro Fate. I think he really made things happen. Game 2, I would say that I think for me it was Syncraftian. And then game 3, I would say Death Smiles. So I guess whoever you thought was MVP in game 4.
Yeah, I was torn in game 4. For me, it was between Death Smiles and Nitro Fate. I'll probably give it to Death Smiles on the fact that he set up the 2 amazing goals with passing plays in that last game. So yeah, I'd say Death Smiles takes the MVP of this one for me.
Yeah, I think I can agree with that. I think that Nitro Fate, he looked good, but sometimes when he made those plays and he did get a pass in field, had he looked earlier, he would have known that his teammates weren't there, and sometimes that was just a turnover then in possession. And of course, unfortunate because he's got the right idea. It's just the execution was just a bit skewed. And I think that Death Smiles, of course, he had a huge impact on that game 4, and that got them the win. So. And of course, so yeah, I guess he will definitely get the MVP of the series, given we both agree on that one. All right, well, I guess that's going to be all from us for now, Ben Platt. The next game is not until 10 p.m, so we can
fix my laptop.
A little bit of a break if you can fix your laptop. Otherwise, we can try and figure out an alternative if it's possible. But thank you very much for joining us this time, Ben Platt. And yeah, of course, if you can join at 10 p.m, it's going to be awesome. And guys, Ben Platt will also be an analyst on Project Cypher, and I'm going to keep throwing out little leaks for Project Cypher as we approach the live announcement, which will be on the 1st of September. So make sure you're here on stream 1st September. We're going to be announcing officially Project Cypher, all the details about the tournament, the dates, everything involved, and the prize, etc, etc, etc. So make sure you're here Tuesday. I think it's Tuesday the 1st September. If it's not, it's a Monday. I think it's a Tuesday. So make sure to be here. And yeah, just a little bit of neglection on the chat there, guys. Thank you so much, Spasm, for continuing to subscribe with me. It's now 3 months, my guy, and that really does throw me back to you. You've been with me almost since I started. I think it's only been about 4 months now that I've been casting and streaming. So thank you so much for supporting me for all that time, and to all of you guys in the chat as well, whether you're subbed or not. All of your support means a lot to me, and I hope you're all looking forward to the future. With RLCS, with the grid, with Project Cypher and all the projects to come. I hope you're all looking forward to it as much as I am. But for now, guys, the next game is not until 10 p.m. with Project Cypher going on. I would like to take this time between these games to just get a bit more work done on Project Cypher, because I want the production just to be as good as it can be. So I will be signing off for now. I will be back at 10 p.m. for 777's game against... It's so easy to remember 777. I'm basically on their roster at this point because I cast all the time for them. But it's 777 versus... We will find it. If you bear with me, go to streaming schedule. I should just memorize this at this point. It's so bad. Why is Streamlabs OBS open? I'm glad that didn't lag me. 2 OBSs open at once. But it will be last second goal versus 777 eSports EU. That's last second goal are the number 2 seed and 777 are the number 6. But anyway, guys, until then, we will see you back at 10 p.m. And Jules, thank you, brother. It was a great game to cast and well played, dude. And thank you for the compliments. See you guys in a bit.